Austin St. John is currently getting erased from Power Ranger history. And here is a video explaining it.
So Hasbro is doing this remastered set where it's like the best versions of the original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures. And then the Dragon Shield, that gold shield that the Green Ranger wears, is removable. Thankfully, it's removable because they're packing it with the Red Ranger. And these are supposed to be the definitive versions.
Now, we know the Red Ranger never wore it, right? Or was it like an episode where Jason was like, take my shield and make it up the hill and shit? If my memory serves me correctly. But there is something different about this version of toys.
Of these characters, but they're packing the Green Ranger's shield with the Red Ranger? Without his shield, the Green Ranger looks practically naked. It's disgusting. Why would you do that? Everybody's speculating, why are they doing this? But here's the other piece of the puzzle. Each figure comes with an alternate civilian head, except Jason.
Now, if you're an Austin St. John fan, this is going to hurt you, right? I know what you guys are thinking. But if you know about Austin St. John's debauchery, then you know that this is par for the course. They are erasing him from history. I don't think anyone is permitted to use Jason Lee Scott's actual face in any toy going forward.
You're not getting that extra Red Ranger civilian head. And Hasbro, very hush-hush on the matter. They're not talking about it. And speculation is running rampant that Hasbro did not want to be associated with that original Red Ranger actor, Austin St. John. He is currently awaiting trial.
All right, so if you guys don't know, we'll go back through it again. Austin St. John did take his goddamn plea deal for his role in, like, it's out there. Not too many people know about it because he's not that famous, so it didn't get too much coverage, but he did take a plea deal. And we cannot forget about him asking to make the Hitler shirts or whatever. Remember this?
Warrior line where I will go back in history, from pre-Greek days, as far back as I can. I'm going to have famous quotes from warriors of all ilks, including the terrible ones. Wow. Hitler was, a demon on steroids, but he had some pretty good one-liners.
What?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, it's hilarious that these people are just like, and then you about to hear Jim Cummings like, well, I'll be darned.
I'll be darned.
So everybody from the great ones to the infamous and terrible ones. And I'm going to have quotes in their languages put up in Japanese, English, Russian, Greek, whatever it was. Wow. And then in English, and I'm going to have some kanji kana done and some various other artwork. But the point is to look to our past, to leaders, both good and terrible, and take from them what you can. I mean, Bruce Lee's going to be in there. Chuck Norris, who's one of my guys that I looked up to.
Yeah.
So I'm
He's
building.
a nice guy, too.
He's incredible. He's an incredible guy. One of the last real gentlemen out there.
Yeah.
I don't think he would endorse these goddamn Hitler shirts, though.
So those I just started releasing. There's a few on there. And you'll see it. It's in kanji, which for those of you who don't know what that is, it can be Chinese. It can be, any Eastern Asian writing. And I'm sure I'm going to get corrected on this, too. But I don't write in the stuff. I just pay people to do it better than I can. So there's going to be cool translations, and that's the Warrior line I'm going to continue to build.
Now, Austin St. John would backtrack on this Warrior line, but it went so far as to Amy Johnson actually called this ninja out for it. Like, ninja, what the fuck are you doing? And it actually got national attention. So now you combine that with his PPP fraud plea deal, basically making him a convicted felon. And now you have his toys made in the Red Ranger's image not being shipped with his likeness.
Except Jason. You're not versions of the original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures. And then the Dragon Shield, that gold shield that the Green Ranger wears, is removable. Thankfully, it's removable because they're packing it with the Red Ranger. And these are supposed to be the definitive versions of these characters.
Now, as you see, Donald Nevin pointing out that Jason wore the shield 3 times. Tommy gave it to him in Gung Ho. The Jason used it after the Green Candle episode. All right, appreciate that. And someone said, "Can I get an apologize?"
Apologize, nigga.
Hey, we should have like Power Ranger trivia or something up here. Maybe like on like an off weekend when I ain't doing that, we could do some Power Ranger trivia, like some Jeopardy style on StreamYard or something. I could bring like 80 y'all up or something.
But they're packing the Green Ranger's shield with the Red Ranger? Without his shield, the Green Ranger looks practically naked. It's disgusting. Why would you do that? Everybody's speculating, why are they doing this? But here's the other piece of the puzzle. Each figure comes with an alternate civilian head.
Nah, dog, I would not get destroyed in Power Ranger trivia. I would be like the dude asking the questions. I would be the guy asking the questions. I would not be getting like Hawkalees would be trashing my shit, man.
Except
I would get my back kicked in on Power Rangers trivia.
Jason. You're not getting that extra Red Ranger civilian head. And Hasbro, very hush-hush on the matter. They're not talking about it. And speculation is running rampant that Hasbro did not want to be associated with that original Red Ranger actor, Austin St. John.
I mean, I don't blame him at this point. Like, I get it. Like, people know that he was a part of Power Rangers. I don't think anyone is ever going to forget that. However, you do not want to be promoting a guy convicted of, wire fraud, or a conspiracy to commit wire fraud, who took a plea deal, who used funds that were for the people in need, and he was not in need. And when the FBI finally came down on him, it was like, why you ain't going to the police? That dude stole your money. And he was like, I don't know. Like, Ninja, you knew that shit was trash. You knew it was fugazi, but you still did it anyway. So, what do you guys think? Is it fair to erase him from the toys? Now, granted, if he is erased from toys, it really doesn't matter because he gets no royalties from these toys anyway. So it's not like he's losing money on anything, It's not. So, because, on the one hand, I get it. On the other hand, I'm like, no, just erase that dog. Just erase him. He fucked up. And, what does it say? Bad behavior has consequences, as David Yost told Brent. And this is the consequences of Jason Lee Scott's or Austin St. John or Jason Lawrence Geiger's bad behavior. Let me know in the comment section if you agree with Hasbro's decision to erase his face from toys, and I'll see you next video.